Hey everybody, it's James here from the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2019. This is your weekly comic book pickups video. Every week, I pick up my boys at least one comic each. Oftentimes, it's more than one. I pick up my daughter Gracie at least one as well. And as always, I pick up my comics at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio, zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comics, check out the shop. And I don't usually say this, but thank you guys so much for people that consistently tune in for these videos. I love comics. I like talking about comics with people. So if you're enjoying these videos and you're coming back each week, I really appreciate it. Okay, so first of all, True Believers is still focused on Hulk. True Believers, for those who don't know, are $1 reprints of classic Marvel tales that are tied into something that's currently going on at Marvel usually. In the case of Hulk, I think it's because the whole Immortal Hulk popularity and the kind of how that's hit a fever pitch. That's the only thing I can think of, because I can't think of anything else that's going on with Hulk right now. So, this week we have two True Believers focusing on Hulk, and each one of these so far has been a different version of Hulk. This time around we've got Mindless Hulk for this issue, and this is a reprint of Incredible Hulk 299 by Bill Mantlo and Sal Buscema, one of my favorite Hulk pencilers of all time, doing the pencils on Hulk. And this one is, I believe, one where he gets captured and they want to take Banner and Hulk apart or something like that, if I remember right. No, wait, that's not this one. I'm thinking of the next one. I'm thinking about the Gray Hulk one. So this is Mindless Hulk. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't get much better than that. Doctor Strange appears. Yeah, that's fun. Can't go wrong for $1. This is the one I was meaning. Incredible Hulk, the Gray Hulk Returns is a reprint of Incredible Hulk 324. And this is by Al Milgrom and Dennis Janke. And in this one, they are trying to, if I remember right, separate the two of them. And there's some cool scenes where he gets his, he has his face coming out of Hulk's chest. Look at that. That's really cool. But in the end, what happens is we get Gray Hulk. Yeah, fun stuff for $1, man. Can't beat that. Can't beat the True Believers. I saw a $1 reprint of Batman Hush today as well, but I have Batman Hush so many times now. I've got the original issues, got trades, all that stuff, that I didn't feel the need to do that again, to do Hush once again. So I didn't do that. Next up, these books are for Gracie. You know, she likes to follow in what Keaton and Blaze do, especially Keaton. And since Keaton's really into X-Men right now, she wants X-Men comics. So I went back and got her these two X-Men Adventures books. These are the comic that was tied into the 90s cartoon. They're both $1.25 originally, but these are cheap in back issue bins. I paid $1.50 each. This one's by Ralph Macchio writing and Andrew Wildman doing pencils. And this one is by... I flipped this open a minute ago, and I saw that the title page was in a weird spot. It's Ralph Macchio doing the writing, but it's not him doing that's not Wildman doing the pencils. It's Chris Batista. So this issue 7, is Slave Island adapted, if I remember right, where where Storm, Gambit, and Jubilee are captured on Genosha, and Gambit sort of has to kind of pretend to betray them to get free. Cable gets introduced, and issue 5 is Captive Hearts, where Jean and Cyclops are captured, and Storm and Wolverine have to go down and capture them and challenge the Morlocks. These are a lot of fun. If you have a younger kid that wants to check out X-Men Adventures, check the back issue bins at your local comic shop. These are really easy to jump in, easy to understand books for kids. Next up is a DC comic for James. It's like unheard of. I believe the last DC comic I bought for myself was Batman Elmer Fudd. I used to be hardcore DC. Before the New 52, I bought every single title. But the New 52 felt like they didn't really need me as a reader anymore. And I haven't been back as a solid reader of DC since. I've flipped through books here and there, but not actually bought that much for myself. I bought this one simply for the cover. This Art Germ Catwoman 92 Batman Returns Michelle Pfeiffer-esque cover is incredible. I will never even probably read this book, but I just bought this because of this incredible cover. That's amazing. And I knew this was going to be sold out like the minute the shop opened, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to grab it. I'll probably never read it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this book. I don't really care what's going on in this book. You can tell me if it's worth reading or not, if it's in the middle of a story or whatever. It's by V. Andolfo and Prianto. And this variant cover is actually $5 because it's a thicker cardstock. But I had to have that cover. Had to have it. Next up is a book for Blaze, King Thor, #1. Legacy numbering of 723 for Thor. This is by Jason Aaron and Esad Ribic. And it's $3.99. Jason Aaron and Esad Ribic reunite for the conclusion of the Thor story 7 years in the making, which means this spins out of like that Thor story where he was jumping forward through different time periods, if I remember right. Chapter 1, Twilight of the Thunder God. I think Blaze will really enjoy this because he enjoyed that Thor story where it jumped through different times, and the whole King Thor idea. This does not look like Esad Ribic. Did Esad Ribic not do... Is that like something else inside the book? Huh. This doesn't even look like Esad Ribic. Maybe it's Esad Ribic pencils and not full painting, maybe? That's probably what it is. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more it does look like Esad Ribic. It's not like his usual painted stuff, though. It's just like pencils. Still looks good. So he'll probably want to check that out. Then we've got another book for Blaze, Silver Surfer Black by Tony Cates and Trad Moore. This is $3.99. It's a Silver Surfer storyline where it's kind of Silver Surfer lost in the spaceways or something. Cast into a black hole, yeah. So it's got this really cool art style that's very out there. Kind of reminds me of a blend of Ditko and Kirby and some Steranko thrown in, maybe. Just like some weird, trippy art. Yeah. So, he likes that. And that book, in case I didn't say, is $3.99. This book is for Keaton. We've got Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool #2 by Thierry Ferrieri and Pokey and Rosenberg. This is the big Absolute Carnage event, and in this one, Deadpool's fighting some symbiotes. I don't know which of the Absolute Carnages so far. This looks fun. Looks good. I like the art. I'm not sure which of these so far has been Keaton's favorite. He hasn't got every Absolute Carnage, but he has got a lot of it. And Deadpool, I'm sure, is up there for him because he really likes the Deadpool character. So there's that one. And then we've got Venom #18. Keaton's got every issue of Venom so far. Absolute Carnage tie-in by Donny Cates, Ivan Coelho. This one's $3.99. Obviously, this isn't a good jumping on point for this book because it's in the middle of a crossover and it's issue 18 of the book. Looks like they're on another planet. There's a new symbiote. The art's really good. I like this art a lot. This is nice art. Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on, but everybody seems to enjoy Absolute Carnage, and Keaton consistently enjoys Venom, so I'm sure that's going to be a winner for him. And last but not least is another book for me. It's my favorite current book. Well, this and House of X, I consider one book. Powers of X #4. This is Hickman's X-Men epic that kind of resets everything. It's a travel through time tale. It's a tale that brings back a lot of your favorite X-Men. It's kind of resetting everything. It's doing things with some of the characters you've never seen done before. It's really, really good books. I mean, this is really fun stuff that's fun to read. Powers of X has been jumping through different timelines. I'm not going to show you a lot of this because I don't want anything ruined in this book. I am really enjoying this book and I don't want anything ruined in it. Powers of X has been the one that's been jumping through time, Powers of 10, however you want to call it. And House of X has been more grounded in one timeline. And I've enjoyed House of X more consistently than Powers of X, but I enjoy them both. And I'm very excited to see what happens in this issue. This is a connecting cover. House of X 4 had the one that came before this, right? I believe it was House of X 4. It might have been. Yeah, it was House of X 4. So the timeline thing, we're on Powers of X 4. So next is House of X. And then we got Powers of X, House of X, Powers of X. There was one where it went 2 House of X's in a row, which I thought was kind of odd. But now it's gone back to normal. So after this, though, we've only got 4 issues left. And that's it. I'm excited, but at the same time, trepidatious about how it's going to end, where it's going to go, but I'm enjoying the ride. So that is everything this week. What did you guys pick up? Leave a comment down below and let me know. If you are reading any of these books, tell me what you think of them. Any recommendations, as always, leave those. And if you like the videos, click like, subscribe, notify. I believe we'll be back to doing a live stream this Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and plan for it. If there's something changes here, check the community tab on my channel for an update on that. But in all likelihood, we'll be live streaming that Sunday. I'll get back into reviews at some point, but it's just been so crazy busy lately that the most I've been able to do is these comic ones and the live streams. Yeah, okay, so see you guys.